Alright, welcome back to more Signalis. Last episode, we fucked around a tad bit, got some more tarot cards, found a store key, and now we have a picture of a QR code that we have to use in this room. There we go. And look at that. The Sun Arcana plus a note. So, yay! I think this is the episode where I get the third and final key for the ending I'm getting, which is also something I looked up. Like, the ending in general I looked up, but the keypad right there, yeah, I looked up the code for that one, because holy fuck. I completely forgot where I needed to go to get that. And I'm also an idiot that had to look up the combination for something else that was blatantly fucking obvious, but I'll explain later. Yeah, I wish we did this closer to when I recorded all this, because I don't remember my mindset in downing that enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking back at some footage for Nier. I was like, why did I die here so much? And I was like, oh, I forgot. It's like one specific area, like in the game, I hate. Didn't die a lot of boss fights. Died a lot in one specific like area, and it was the abandoned factory.
Is that like a hard area or something?
No, it just gets tedious afterward because you have to keep backtracking a lot.
Fair enough.
Well, also you get like I said, you get some cheap depths sometimes too. Like you're on a conveyor belt, possibly where like you could possibly just get, the possibly can like there's like these certain things that can squish you, like there's machines that can squish you and like that. And
Right.
at one point, like I accidentally dashed by accident and barely it like was like fully down. And it killed me. I'm luckily there's no lives in that game. The only problem is that you lose all your stuff though if you what you collected is gone.
So like Dark Souls.
Practically, except if Dark Souls was not hard.
Oh, I mean that'll be debatable for some people.
Well, the only thing is like Dark Souls is only hard for like your first couple of playthroughs, and then once you like know what to do, it's like not hard at all. It's just the boss fights can be kind of tedious once in a while if you're not prepared for them.
Really fucking hate when the game doesn't pause when you have a fucking dialogue option or some shit like that up. Still,
Yeah, I hate when games do that because like you're kind of left wide open for a little bit.
well, it's part of the reason why I'm not that. Why I like Resident Evil 7's. It's part of the reason why I find some of its shit annoying.
Well, I feel like, well, I didn't really see much of Resident Evil 7.
Well, when you have your inventory screen open, the game isn't paused.
I hate that. I would just hate that the entire playthrough.
So if you're in the first time in the house with Jack running around, or your time in the second house with Marguerite, if you're just quickly trying to like combine the stuff to make some ammo or a first aid medicine, I guess you say, because there's no actual first aid sprays anymore in 7, or well, no, just 7. You're left wide open, especially since it's a first person game, so Jack or Marguerite could be right behind you.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. But shockingly, Resident Evil 8 remakes 2, 3, and 4, inventory is not real time. Hey. I swear, some decisions with gameplay will always confuse the shit out of me.
I mean, you know what's going on in the developers, like, in their thought process when I'm making the game, but...
Yeah. Alright, here's the room with the puzzle that I had to look up, even though the game gave you the code right at those freaking butterflies. So, after past me is done going through that note, the butterflies have the letters that's needed for this combination. And I don't know what past me is doing now, but yeah. I'm an idiot who had to look that up. You gotta love life.
It's fun.
It's annoying.
That's how it always been. It's been annoying as fuck. Oh, crack my shoulder.
Hey, as long as it's not your neck. And there we go. Unlock the code, looking things up online. And if you're trying to get this same ending, I want to say it's a promise ending. This room will be blocked off after you enter the next room. Well, when you leave the next room, I should say. That's his frequency it has to be at. And there we go. Key of Sacrifice. That's needed for promise ending, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna hate myself, but I think I'm gonna order a pizza when we take our fucking break.
I don't know why pizza sounds really fucking good right now. I don't know why.
Well, the reason why I say I'm gonna hate myself is that I already ordered a pizza like a couple of days ago. And I need to keep a fucking get a hold on all my spending.
The thing is, once what I do is I usually just buy what I want for the month, and then that's it. Then the rest go towards bills and stuff like that.
Well, for me, I've been trying to meal prep more often. I made a whole bunch of quesadillas, that a majority of which are in the freezer. However, I didn't take any out to defrost.
That's the problem I have with especially when you're trying to do something like that, and especially when you have something that's frozen, you gotta wait. You have to take it out by a certain time, and you make sure it defrosts in time before you leave or when you want to eat it.
Yeah. Because I have 3 things of chicken breasts, and I know I still have 2 pork chops in the freezer in the basement. And yet I just don't take them out.
No ground beef or anything like that, or
I probably should start buying the only 2 times I well, first, taking the death card, that's what will seal this area off when you leave it through the door at the bottom. And 2, if I'm buying ground beef, it's probably when I'm making meatloaf.
what about burgers or pasta?
Well, I don't
tacos.
I don't eat a lot of tacos, and when it comes down to pasta, I don't eat a lot of spaghetti.
You eat a lot of chicken Alfredo, though. I know that.
Yeah.
I can't eat a lot of that. Chicken Alfredo is fine. What about lasagna? Or do you use more cheese than anything with lasagna?
Lasagna, that's too time consuming. And I'm not sorry to any Italian out there.
How do you feel about raviolis?
Raviolis are good.
I like the cheese-filled ones more over the beef-filled ones. I don't know why. It just...
Yeah.
I don't have any bias against the beef ones. They're really good. I think it's just Chef Boyardee kind of made, like, average. I realize, like...
Well, I mean, you're eating canned food. Not a lot of canned food is good.
No, unless that's the only thing you have left at this point, because like you're trying to like go through a can of something, like I don't know, like a can of beets or something. I don't fucking know.
And that flesh mound down there, yeah, that means that whole entire spot is sealed off. If you didn't get the key of sacrifice, you can just go fuck yourself or reload your save.
Okay, not gonna lie, canned corn ain't bad.
Not wrong. Well, it depends on how you cook it. I just drain out all the water, but then again, I think everyone does that and just toss in a good chunk of butter.
I mean, you asked me literally, do you use a strainer on rice? I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, I actually do when I go to clean it.
Well, here's one thing. I've been so used to the way how my grandmother taught me how to do it, so that's the way I've been doing it.
Which is most likely just rinsing it in the bowl for the cooker itself.
Yeah, you do. I when you're doing without the strainer, you do at least 3 to 5 times. So once your water is not like milky white looking, it's good to go. That's how I've always done it.
Well, with the strainer, I've been able to get it pretty much clear, much easier.
See, like I said, like I don't mind using a strainer for something, but like for rice, it's like like I said, I'm just used to doing it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I think was it someone asked me at one point like you're supposed to clean your rice? I'm like, yes.
Well, the only time you don't is for the rice for risotto because you want all that starch. For the dish.
That makes sense, yeah, but I feel like a lot of people making that dish. It's like a once in a while thing I hear people make when I talk to people about like what they're making for dinners and like that.
Well, I mean, you need white wine for risotto.
Yeah, true.
And it's probably the only time I fucking buy alcohol. And yeah, this place is getting pretty disgusting, don't you think?
Really
with
disgusting.
All the flesh on the ground and all that. Cannot wait to do Rule of Rose. Because one boss has a fucking puke attack, and that's a little more disgusting than just general blood on the ground. And keep in mind, it's blood that you can't, puke that you can't walk through, or else it damages you on each step. Because that's good game design. And before people say, I love Rule of Rose, it's just... Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Okay, so I gotta have to remember to cut Tony out of the audio. So what the fuck are you guys making if he's asking you to do that?
Well, usually sometimes whenever I buy Chinese food, I sometimes save the sweet and sour chicken sauce, and my mom and Tony put like they make chicken and they just dump it on top of it.
No, fair enough. Luna, come on. You gotta stop.
So, that's what they do all the time. They're just making rice, too. So he wanted me to, at 7,
Alright.
to put on cook. You know, it takes something like 20 minutes, I think, to be done.
Alright. How long is the final episode? Last episode's a half hour, so do you want to take a break after this then? Or do you think you can or do you just want to run down?
I could just run down real quick.
All right.
Because it's not going to take too long to put up rice cooker on real quick. So.
All right. A couple of seconds of doing commentary on my own.
Yeah. Until you hear a big thump in the background. God.
Oh, fucking hell. And here's another puzzle I kind of had to look up. So, you don't need to know the meaning of each arcana. That book pretty much just tells you like where to put the cards, because each of the names are just like countries or areas. You hit the black light, you can see the specific moon phase, and that's important for the final puzzle of the game. And I don't even think I got this right in any of my playthroughs. So, yeah, I think I'm lingering on this because I think I'm looking up the answer as I speak. A lot of these puzzles are good, but some of them, the tarot card puzzles has never been one of my favorites. And with this, it looks like I'm just going to get set up for the final boss, which... Oh, no, wait, I'm just grabbing the keys. I will say this right here and right now before we get to the final episode of Signalis. If you're going for the ending I got, you don't fight the final boss. It's kind of idiotic. But that aside, we kind of need this little dial ring thing. So we can start changing the moon phase on here. It's a little tricky to actually change it because the hitboxes feel a little weird to actually click. I guess if that makes sense. But once you got the right moon phase, as we're going to see in a couple of seconds. Yeah. A fucking hole opens up.
A glory hole.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. Someone actually fucking... At the playground at the middle school, the high school, you know, with not junior high. That's what I'm trying to say.
The old junior high.
Yeah, some fuckers actually wrote that on the playset for some of the shit. That's probably a reason why they built the new stadium at the high school.
I mean, but still, they fucked up the seating numbers.
Yeah. I mean, not many people go to high school games, whether it's football or soccer, so...
I mean, I feel like I never went to the football games really to watch football. I just want to watch the band and then hang with friends. That was it. That was the reasons I went to football games.
Well, I mean, we're not Texas, so...
Yeah. I live in Texas. Football's everything.
But that aside, we'll see you all in the final episode of all this, the survival horror shit.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys then.